Sound check. Test. 1, 2, 3.
Over the top. You ever seen that movie?
Springboro against Beavercreek coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us. The Beavercreek Beavers take on the Springboro Panthers in Friday night high school hockey. Good evening from Kettering Ice Arena, Kettering, Ohio. My name is Kent Jacobs. Welcome once again to Beavercreek Battling Beaver Hockey. Tonight the Beavers take on the Springboro Panthers out of the Capital Athletic Conference in the Columbus area. The Springboro Panthers coming in with a record of 3-2. And the Beavercreek Beavers undefeated at 4 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. The Beavers, of course, coming off a dramatic victory in the Frozen Creek tournament last weekend. And now it's non-conference play tonight, and then conference play for the weekend, as they'll be taking on the Mason Comets tomorrow afternoon, followed by the Altar Knights on Sunday afternoon. And that's always exciting to get our first altercation of the season out of the way. And that'll be coming up on Sunday. And we don't want to overlook those Mason Comets, who, as we saw in the Frozen Creek last weekend, the Comets started out very, very rough, losing the first 2 games of the tournament by a combined score of 27-1. But then the Comets came back and actually had a pretty decent weekend the rest of the way, losing 5-2 and 6-4. So they started out doing okay. Meanwhile, the Springboro Panthers, they just finished a tournament last week in which they were runner-up, and that was a tournament that was down in Oxford, held at Miami University. There are a couple of senior scratches tonight for the Beavers. Joe Martin is out tonight. Carson Cox is going to be out all weekend long. I spoke to his dad, our statistician and PA announcer, Josh Cox, before the game tonight, that Carson is going to be out all weekend long. He's got kind of a strained, bruised back, sustaining the injury a couple of games ago. And he did play in the Frozen Creek at times last weekend. But his doctors have advised him to hold off this weekend and rest his back, so as we get deeper into league play, that Carson will be able to function normally. So with those couple of scratches, Coach Gutterman's bench will be just a little bit short. With those 2 seniors being out. I'd like to mention, since we have a few moments before the drop of the puck, we'd like to mention a couple of our sponsors of Beavercreek High School hockey. Prime Electric. Prime Electric was founded to provide competitively priced electrical services to industrial, commercial, and residential customers. Master electricians David Huff and Luke Cunningham have been working together for over 15 years for commercial and industrial residential services, and they have been operating Prime Electric for over 15 years, so make sure you see Prime Electric. Also, CBCB Bar and Grill and Commons Boulevard in Beavercreek, as they are cold beer and cheeseburgers, and you can get a great big cheeseburger there, even get brunch there at on Commons Boulevard. CBCB Bar and Grill, they are sponsoring Beavercreek hockey once again this season. And we're awaiting the introduction of the starting lineups by our public address announcer, Josh Cox. And here we go again, where they flipped the script on their uniforms. Now they're wearing the dark uniforms at home. It always used to be the white uniforms at home, but it seems like most people agree that the white uniforms look better, and people would prefer that those be the home uniforms, but nobody listens to us.
Introducing first, the starting lineup for the Springboro Panthers at defense.
First for Springboro.
Number 22, Ryan Colcotti.
Ryan Colcotti comes out, alternate captain.
Number 74,
Defenseman
Belanger.
Gavin Belanger comes out to the blue line.
Number 12, Tristan Schroeder.
Tristan Schroeder, a forward. Number 12.
Forward, number
And here is Grayson Sanders, number 77.
Caleb Harris.
And Caleb Harris comes out.
Panthers number 17, Braden Hauser.
And Braden Hauser, the starting goalie for the Panthers of Springboro. Now the starting lineup of the Beavercreek Beavers.
Now, introducing your Beavercreek Beavers. At defense, number
Starting on defense,
JJ Lee.
J.J. Lehman comes out, a junior.
Taking it forward, number 8, Mason.
Now another junior, Mason Washburn.
At defense,
On defense,
number 9,
number 9, the Cobra senior, Riley Hansen, co-captain.
Getting it forward, number 11,
Now at forward, getting the start, a senior, Kellen King.
And at forward, number 22,
And at forward,
Joey
here comes the big rig, Joey Donahue, senior, alternate captain.
between the pipes of the Beavercreek Beavers, number 35, Ian Shea.
And at goaltender tonight will be the junior starter Ian Champagne. And the rest of the Beavers come out to the blue line.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise and move your caps.
Now everyone, from the Kettering Ice Arena, we hear the playing of our national anthem. The Panthers and the Beavers from Kettering Ice Arena on this very comfortable autumn evening and late autumn evening in Kettering, Ohio. And very mild temperatures today in the around mid 50s. It's probably in the 40s right now. It is going to cool off for the weekend, get more winter-like. The Springboro Panthers are coached by Kyle Miklas. Their assistant coaches are Jeremy Ciarelli and Josh Seebacher. The Beavercreek Beavers are coached by Greg Gutterman. Assistant coaches are Cam Quick, Brad Lloyd, and Eric Baskin. The officials for tonight's game, it's Old Home Week, as Doral Kindop, who was a player in Coach Gutterman's beer league when I started practicing calling hockey games way back in 1993. He's out at center ice. The other official for the game, Ernie DiMuccio. The Panthers in their white sweaters and royal blue trunks. The Beavers in their all black uniforms. Netminder Braden Hauser for the Panthers to the left. Ian Champagne in the crease to our right. Puck is dropped, and here we go on a Friday night. Belanger dumps it in the Beaver zone. And the Beavers come in 4-0-1 by way of a record. The Springboro Panthers 3-2 There's a shot by Belanger, and the catch is made by Ian Champagne. We play 15 minutes per period in high school hockey. Now Tristan Schroeder. There are a couple of Schroeders on this Panther team, Tristan and Landon. Puck back in the Beaver zone. Washburn picks it up, slips it to center. Polcati dumps it back in. And the Panthers decided, there's the puck shot out of play. Deciding a few years ago to go to the Capital City Conference in Columbus, as they decided to move on from the Southwest League, Southwest Ohio League. We all would like to see them come back, but I'm told they like going up there, so it's a little bit more prestigious conference. From the face-off down in the Beaver zone. Puck slipped to center by Hansen. There's a couple of players go down like bowling balls. Or bowling pins. There's a shot by Hansen. Save made by Hauser as one of the Beavers goes into the net, and that is Chase Newroth. He was knocked down. Goalkeeper Hauser keeps the puck, and it'll be a face-off in the Panther zone. From the draw. Picking up the puck, team captain Chris Shearer dumps in the Beaver zone. Back is, for the Beavers, was Alex Elsner. He's checked. Loose puck, Shearer. He lost it. Beavers clear down the ice. Puck is on edge and icing waved off. Back is Ryan Polcati. One word, P-O-H-L-K-O-T-T-E. Now Johnny Murrow trying to center the puck, and that's broken up. Beavers steal it. Back they come. No score, just underway. Here's Alex Elsner. Spins around a couple of defenders. Now he's bumped by Schroeder. Murrow picks up the puck. Pass on left wing to Schroeder. Schroeder gets past to check. Then poke checked away by Mason Washburn. Nice defense by Washburn. Mason carries the puck to neutral ice. Then pass over for Elsner. Elsner tips it in. Now steals the puck. Shot. Pad save. Made by Braden Hauser. Now Zach Marsden tips it ahead. Beavers take it back. Here is Riley Hansen. And shot! He scored! The Cobra strikes. And the Beavers lead it 1-0. He's the Cobra because he can weave through the defense, and he did that through a couple of Panthers. And for Riley Hansen, that is his 6th goal of the season.
Beavercreek goal number 9, Riley Hansen, unassisted.
That's an unassisted goal since Riley stole the puck away from those Panthers. 1-0 Beavers. Off to a good start tonight. Puck at center, Chase Newroth. He's bumped down to the ice by Garris of Springboro. Loose puck shot into the Beaver zone. It's played by Champagne, setting it up for Lehman. J.J. Lehman starts out. Up to neutral ice. He'll flip it in. Beavers chase it down in the corner. The puck played by Springboro's Polcati for Shearer over the Beaver line. Shearer gets around Hansen. Now drops it back to Polcati, top of the circle. A shot hammered wide. A wrister Puck cleared out, held in by Morgan. His wrist shot from the right point is wide. Polcati, left point moving in, fires, and that's blocked by Suda of Beavercreek, and then the puck is iced, and that's done to take some pressure off and give the Beavers a chance to change. 11:10 left in the period. Beavers lead it 1-0 on a goal by Riley Hansen. His 6th of the season. From the draw in the Beaver zone, coming away with it is Joey Donahue. Here comes the rig, a shot, save, and not quite there for the rebound was Washburn. Now back come the Panthers. Polcati's shot in and out of the mitt of Champagne. It's loose, still loose, and cleared away, and that's iced, and it'll be icing on the Beavers. That puck popped in and out of the mid of Champagne, and it was sitting right in the slot for a moment. Both teams trying to get their sticks on it, and then finally the Beavers ice it. Get it out of harm's way, and it'll be a face-off in the Beavercreek zone, right wing circle. Garris wins it back to the point. Polcati behind the net for Harris. Beavers steal the puck. Here they come. Puck flipped high off the far wall to center ice. Here comes Hansen trying to center. He actually puts it on net, and the save is made there by Braden Hauser. Ten and a half to go in the period. Face off deep in the Panther zone. From the draw. Beavers have possession. Now it's taken away. 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes Garris. Shot and glove save made by Champagne. And that was defensed perfectly by Riley Hansen. He covered the weak side skater, Polcati, and Garris was covered by the goalie, Champagne, and therefore Garris had no way to get the puck over to Polcati, and so Champagne had a straight sight line to that shot and didn't have any trouble catching it. Loose puck right at the Beaver line is chipped to center. Now Schroeder tips it back in for the Panthers. Behind the net, after it for the Panthers, Shearer. Chris Shearer shovels it along the boards to Morgan. His shot is wide from the right point. Loose puck is shot to center. Polcati back to get it as the Panthers have to reset. The Beavers in all black lead it 1-0. Here is Shearer, shot wide of the Beaver goal. Or check that actually was Johnny Murrow. Now Morgan, Blake Morgan, rims it around to the far side wall. Held in by Polcati behind the net for Tristan Schroeder. He's checked. Loose puck down the ice, and that'll be an icing on Beavercreek. Clock stop, 9:08 to go. Hey, Cherie, I forgot to get my phone out. We've got our chat line open, so if you want to send a message, whether you're there's a shot that's blocked on defense by Elsner. Whether you're a Beaver fan or a Panther fan, if you want to send us a chat, we'll try to read it on the air. You can tell us what player you're rooting for. There's a shot blocked again on defense. Rebound not cleared out. Now it is to center. Bollinger picks it up for the Panthers. Whether you tell us what player you're rooting for or where you're from, where you're watching from. Here comes Alex Elsner. He's poke checked. by Morgan. Panthers clear it. Back is Lehman of Beavercreek. Lehman bangs it past one of the Panthers off the wall, and here comes Elsner. He's poke checked away as he moves into the slot in the Panther zone. Now back is Tristan Schroeder, rims it around for Shearer. Shearer of Springboro. Centers, nobody's home, and the puck bangs all the way down the ice. It's on net. It has to be played by the goalkeeper, Braden Hauser. Polcati sends it in the Beaver zone, and Beavers empty it right back out. And now we've got a whistle. It's a penalty on, it's a hit behind the head by Ryan Polcati, number 22. So the first power play of the contest will belong to the Beavercreek Battling Beavers. Face off in the Springboro zone to our left from the draw. There's a centering pass. It gets away from Elsner and back to neutral ice. Beavers have to circle back. Elsner. Hansen. Behind the net, Donahue off his stick, and it's cleared away by the Panthers. Champagne out of his net to set it up for Lehman. Beavers lead at 1-0, but the play has been kind of sluggish in this first half of the third period. There's a pass for Huff off his stick. Hansen has it into the Springboro zone. Hansen poke checked before he could pull the trigger on a backhander by Blake Morgan. Checked by Morgan. Now Hansen gets it again in front. Shot off the side of the net. Huff was looking for a tip on that play in front or a rebound. Now Donahue for the Beavers. For Elsner. Fires! And he hammers one wide. Puck caroms from the end boards all the way down the ice. Champagne sets it up for Lehman. Pass at center off a stick to Hansen. Over the Burrow line into the slot. Shot! And it's up over the crossbar. Loose puck near corner of the Panther zone. And now the Panthers clear it out. That was Sanders. 15 seconds left in the Beaver power play. Pass at center is past Elsner and back. And that's going to be an icing violation against Beavercreek. That's going to pretty much be the coup de grace on this power play. Just 8 seconds left, and they've got the face-off all the way back in their own zone. From the face-off, here is Hansen. Riley is checked into the boards by Sanders of Springboro. Penalty killed off by the Panthers. And they're in the white sweaters. Moving through the defense is Shearer. He tried to pull the trigger on a shot, but gets bumped off the puck. Back is Owen Huff of Beavercreek. Owen's shot is blocked by Ryan Polcati of Springboro. Now Sanders. He's checked by Elsner. Elsner steals the puck. Elsner stole it from Garris. Now moves in, side of the net. Lost the handle. Now Murrow is the puck taken off his stick by Joey Donahue and cleared back behind the Springboro net to our left. Loose puck right at the center red line along this near wall. Now dumped into the Springboro zone. Back is Chris Shearer. And the only marker of this game so far, Riley Hansen for Beavercreek. Now here's Donahue stealing what was a clearing shot. Donahue behind the net. Intended there for Kellen King. But it's taken away by the Panthers. Here they come, 2-on-2. And a shot by Schroeder is blocked off a stick. Here come the Beavers. Here's Joey Donahue, 3-on-2. Donahue with Newroth. He stops, sends it over to Lehman. Now a tip in front for King. Right there. Oh, he was almost able to sweep it in. But Hauser, the goalie, was able to hug the post just at the right second. Now King, a shot partially fanned on. It bounces wide. Boy, Kellen King almost scored here a moment ago. 3.5 to play in the period. Newroth, pass intercepted by Sanders. Sanders will dump it behind the Beaver net. Now Elsner. Elsner checked by Harris and Garris. Picked up there. Now there's Suda sliding the puck to center ice. Puck played by Gavin Belanger. Belanger, spelled like Belanger, Belanger. Obviously a French pronunciation, and his coach before the game gave me that French pronunciation. 2:53 to go in the period. Let's see if we got any messages here, folks. Lance Champagne says, ready for some Creek hockey. Nancy Jeske says, let's go Creek. Bonnie Vandenboss says, good luck Creek. Danae Johnson says, go Beavercreek from Washington State. Waiting for you, number 30, Papa Nana. Number 30 is Chad DeYoung, who's a backup goalie for the Beavers. Here's an icing against Beavercreek. Shots right now favoring Beavercreek 8-4. Face off in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. And it's Tristan Schroeder going up against the Beavers. Joey Donahue shot from the draw. Pad save Champagne. Puck held in by Belanger, now cleared out to center. Polcotti dumps back in. Puck stripped away by Alex Elsner. Here comes the A-train. Moving in, tries to slide it in front. He was working 1-on-4 there for a moment, and his backhander from a bad angle is wide. Now with 2 minutes to go in the period. Here's Ryan Polcotti, number 22 of the Springboro Panthers. Crossing center into the Beaver zone. Behind the net. Polcotti looking for a cutter. Drops it back to the point, and it's deflected down the ice. It was off a stick, so no icing. Long pass at center off the stick of Polcotti. Back for the Beavers in his own end is J.J. Lehman. Lehman for Hansen. Hansen will flip it high to center. After is Blake Morgan of Springboro being shadowed by Newroth of Beavercreek. Newroth steals the puck, a shot, and a stick save made by Braden Hauser. Nice play by Newroth. One minute to go in the period. There's a shot, save by Champagne off the stick of Ryan Polcotti. 58 seconds left to go in the period. From the face-off in the Beaver zone, Blake Morgan, right point, moves in, fires, save, or actually that's blocked. It was blocked by Hansen. So no save on that. That was a blocked shot by the stick of Riley Hansen. And then it's cleared for an icing against the Beavers. .42 seconds to go in the period. Then just one penalty in this period. It was on Polcotti of Springboro. The Beavers were scoreless on the power play. Cam Garris taking the draw for Springboro now against Alex Elsner. Elsner wins it back for Washburn. He clears up ahead for Donahue at center. Elsner with Huff, fires, he scores! The A train is on time. Beaver leading scorer, Alex Elsner. With his 7th goal of the season, he takes the team lead now over Riley Hansen, who just got his 6th. And that goal coming with just 31 seconds left in the period. That gives the Beavers a big 2-0 lead. Joey Donahue gets the assist. Now Elsner, another blast is hammered wide. Down to 10 seconds left. 5 left in the period. Centering pass broken up. Centered again. And it's kicked off to the corner. And Elsner fires right at the buzzer. And a couple of Springboro players thought he fired after the buzzer, but it was right at the buzzer. And Shearer and a couple of guys there being separated by the officials. Kindop and DiMuccio, they say, come on guys, it was right at the buzzer, so there's no harm done. It was a blocker save for the goalie, so that'll do it for the first period. After 1 at Kettering Ice Arena, the Beavercreek Beavers 2 and the Springboro Panthers nothing. Shots on goal unofficially 11-7 favoring Beavercreek. Again, going over the scoring in this first period, Riley Hansen scored unassisted, and then Alex Elsner assisted by Joey Donahue, and that's where we stand after 1. 2-0 for the Beavers. Got a message from Tracy Zarang. Go Creek, way to go. Maya says, keep up the great work, Owen. That would be Owen Huff. He's having a good game so far. I'd like to mention one of our Beaver sponsors, GSI Contractors, a Southwest Ohio company providing construction services to business and residential clients on North Emerald Drive. Call Shannon Graham at 937-671-7362. GSI Contractors. We're all set and ready for the second period. They'll resurface the ice after this second period. Puck drop now. Ian Champagne in the crease to our left, and now Braden Hauser is to our right. Loose puck in the creek zone is flipped up high to center, played by Blake Morgan of Burrow to Schroeder. Pass off a glove to Shearer, and he'll sling it in behind the Beaver net. Played there by Riley Hansen. Hansen's pass deflected. He gets it back and flips it to the Panther line. A couple of Beavers fighting each other for it. Comes over to Polcotti. He'll dump it down the ice. Past Elsner. No icing. Elsner back to get it. And there's a big hit on Elsner by Shearer. Loose puck Donahue. Donahue fires, and it's just wide of the far post, but there was a whistle as one of the Beaver players went flying. That was Austin Drawn. So I think we've got one of the Panther players. I think he's hiding. He's hiding so he doesn't think he's got to go. It's Polcotti. He says, it wasn't me.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute, what's happening?
They're discussing
Yeah, it is Shearer, Chris Shearer. Polcotti was saying, yeah, it's not me, and he was right. Shearer had slipped onto the bench, thinking maybe he could get out of it. Say, hey, yeah, there's no number 19. I'm on the bench. I'm hiding behind everybody. Now there's a pass that gets away. That's something we want to try to not have happen on a power play. Kills a lot of time, and now a giveaway in the Beaver zone. That's another no-no. So two no-nos on this power play so far. Let's see if the Beavers can make up for it with a goal. Here's Hansen cutting in for a backhander, but as he crossed over to his backhand, he lost the handle of the puck. Hansen now, left wing circle. Now Lehman at the point. His wrist shot is tipped wide by Huff. Behind the net, Donahue. Donahue, back center point. One-timer by Lehman is hammered up high and wide. Now Owen Huff in the corner. Bangs it off the side of the net. Picked up there by Hansen. Back to Donahue. Joey Donahue, left point. Now right wing circle. Lehman, shot, save. And Hansen trips over a player and goes down. And Owen Huff and the goalie, Braden Hauser, have a quick discussion. 44 seconds left in the Beaver power play. They have a face-off in the attacking zone. It's Newroth, wins it. Back to Suda, centered to Washburn. It's behind him. And the puck is cleared away. Beavers in all black lead at 2-0. Long pass for the Panthers into the Beaver zone is put on net. Save made by Champagne off the stick of Murrow. Now the puck is chipped up over the glass and we'll have a face-off. Good crowd on hand tonight. I would say we've probably got around 80% capacity. Big contingent in the students. There's a shot by the Panthers that's high and wide. Now there's Schroeder, poke checked away to center ice by Washburn. Panthers have to circle back. Now it's dumped back in behind the Beaver net. Now pass at center, gets past everybody. That'll be icing on the Beavers. Got a message from Winona Champagne. Go Creek. Wishing you all a great weekend of hockey. Thank you, Winona. Good to hear from you. We appreciate it. Now Cam Garris against Joey Donahue from the draw. Puck shot in. Far corner of the Beaver zone. Hansen flips it high to center, and there's a whistle. Puck hit with a high stick. And so the face-off will be redone in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Camden Garris, Garris, against Joey Donahue of the Beavers. Donahue wins it. Back for Donahue, or for Hansen, and Riley Hansen dumps it down the ice. Back to get it is Blake Morgan. Morgan's pass over the stick of Garris at center. Now back for the Beavers was Elsner. Pass at center, intercepted. Back come the Panthers. Shot by Shearer is blocked into the corner. Now rimmed around to the near side. Boulanger, left point, shovels it into the left wing circle. Garris trying to center. It's deflected, and Garris has it taken away and cleared. After it is Hansen for the Beavers. Beating the defense down the ice. Shot! And the save is made. He almost slipped it through the old 5-hole as Hauser was down in the splits, and I thought that Hansen might get it in there between the old wickets, but Hauser was able to put his left leg pad down far enough to stop the puck. Face off, Borough zone, shot, stick save by Hauser. Puck shot to center. Elsner tripped up, goes down, no call. And the official just flat missed that one. As his leg was hooked by a stick and pulled out from under him. But shot to the blue line. It happened again. And again, no call. Here's Schroeder, a shot. Champagne the save, and Elsner is sticking his arms out to the official saying, hey, he got hooked twice. He got tripped twice within about 20 seconds, and neither time it was called. But you know, you can't dwell on calls that aren't made. So we remain 5-on-5. Shot from the draw, and it almost went in. But it's held out. Now another shot by Polcotti is wide. That puck went behind Champagne from the faceoff, and I don't know if he was able to keep it out or if he got help from a teammate, but they were able to keep it from crossing the goal line. Now Riley Hansen the other way. Hansen past Morgan, trying to cut in front. Now trying to wrap it around. He lets the puck go, and the save is made by Hauser. 9:31 to go in the period. Got a mention from Maddie Monkhouse. I'm sorry, Maddie. Go Camden Garris, number 41 of Springboro, cheering from Connecticut. I hope I pronounced her name right, Maddie. Monkhouse. I'm guessing that's it, but thanks a lot, Maddie. And she's rooting for Camden Garris, number 41 of the Panthers. And if you have a player either for Beavercreek or it could be Springboro, just like Maddie, let us know, and we'll give a shout out to that young man on the ice tonight. 9:07 to go in the second period. Beavers leading Springboro 2-0. Goals in the first period by Hansen and Elsner, the top two scorers for the Beavers so far this season. There's Ryan Polcotti for Springboro. Springboro in the white sweaters, blue trunks, and the Beavers all black. There's a pass for Marsden. Zach Marsden couldn't get it out, stolen away by Hansen. He's poke checked. He'll dump it behind the net. There's another check that was on Newroth, and that, I think some of the fans were hollering about that. Shot, stick save, Champagne the other way in the Beaver zone. There have been 2 penalties in this game. They were both on Springboro. The Beavers not able to score a power play goal on either chance. From the draw in the Beavercreek zone to our left. After a little bit of rustling around, here come the Beavers the other way. Hansen rims it around near side to King. Kellen King checked in the corner. Loose puck chip behind the net. Blake Morgan of Springboro fighting for it with King. King digs it out and sends it to the other side. Taken by the Panthers, but then stolen by Donahue and dumped back in. 7:45 to go. We're approaching the midway point of the game, with the Beavers leading it 2-0. Alex Elsner for Beavercreek as the Springboro Panthers change on the fly. Elsner bumped off the puck along the wall on the far side by Polcati. Polcati and Donahue, a couple of big number 22s, 2 of the bigger players on the ice. Panthers come away with it. Back is Shearer feeding in front, but it's poke checked away by Hansen. He breaks up the pass that was intended for Tristan Schroeder. Now Blake Morgan holds the puck in the Beaver zone. Shearer a shot off the side of the Beaver cage. And Newroth clears for Beavercreek. Beavers flip high to center for Owen Huff. Huff, a shot right on. And the save made as the puck is gloved by Braden Hauser, starting goalie tonight for Springboro.
Your goalies have switched. The goalies switched.
For them.
Yes.
Oh, Chad DeYoung, I'm told, is now in the game for Beavercreek. Chad DeYoung.
So he's playing now.
Got a message from Chad Champagne. Go, go Ian. Bring the pain. Well, Ian can't bring any pain because he's on the ice right now.
Ian is not. Chad is on the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this is
Chad, you're Chad. We're confused. We are all confused. So Chad DeYoung is in for Beavercreek. Is with the long weekend of 3 games, Coach Gutterman is splitting these up. Right now, Ian Champagne is the goalie of record. You know, Ian could bring pain if he's like jabs somebody on the bench, throws an elbow or something. Puck is flipped in the Beaver zone. So Ian Champagne can only win this game for Beavercreek goalie-wise. Chad DeYoung is in to get work and to give the starter Champagne some relief. There's a centering pass that's tipped away, broken up. Panthers still have it. Now it's stripped away by Elsner, 1-on-2. Here comes the A-train, moving in. And there's a diving attempt to break it up. And disrupting the play was Blake Morgan. Good play by Blake Morgan of the Panthers. He did it without tripping Morgan or tripping Elsner up, which could have resulted in a penalty shot. He kind of disrupted him from behind without tripping him or taking him off his feet. And that prevented Elsner from getting a good shot. Polcati waits for his teammates to get online, and a shot off a stick rolls just on end past the far post of the Beaver net. Now another shot Hammered, saved by DeYoung off the stick of Bollinger. Chris Shearer centers, but it's behind his intended teammate. Puck to neutral ice with 4.5 to go in the period. Here's Chris Shearer, centers. Puck right in front, and they score! The puck came loose after that centering pass from Shearer. And it was chipped in, I believe, by Tristan Schroeder. But we'll get a confirmation of that. So I believe the goal's by Tristan Shearer, number 12. The puck was centered by Shearer and batted around loose. And Schroeder, I believe, got the stick on it to chip it up over the shoulder of DeYoung, and the Panthers' first goal. We'll wait for an announcement to confirm that it was Schroeder. There's just 4:15 left to go in the second. Here's Schroeder again, a shot blocked, centered by Schroeder again. To Shearer, to Bollinger, behind the net for Schroeder. Schroeder fights off a Beaver, centers, loose, and it's chipped away down to neutral ice. Back into the Beaver zone. Shearer, Chris Shearer, shot, pad save to DeYoung. Rebound cleared to center. After it, Donahue. One man back, Morgan. Shot high and wide over the crossbar. We got, I think, a delayed offside as the Beavers had to get out of the zone. Now here is Schroeder, or rather Shearer to Schroeder. Schroeder fights off a check, shot, save, and the rebound. The Beavers will ice it. So I think Chad DeYoung has had a little bit more traffic in front of his net than Champagne did. Got a message from Jake Villarreal. Let's go Creek. Let's go Chad. Love from Washington State. Thank you, Jacob Villarreal. We appreciate you giving us a call from, what is Washington? The Granite State? What is that? Is that the Granite State? No, that's Vermont or something. I don't know what it is. I'm on the entire wrong side of the country.
Assisted by number 71, Caleb Harris. Number 19, Chris Shearer.
So that goal by Springboro was Schroeder from Harris and Shearer. Shearer centered it. It got tipped up by Harris, and then able to flip it up over DeYoung's shoulder was Tristan Schroeder. Tristan's brother Landon as a backup goalie. 2:41 to go in the period. Puck shot back in the Beaver zone. Back is Elsner. Drop pass. Hansen trying to headman it for King. It's past him, and the Panthers shoot it in offside. Jacob, what is the Washington? What is the nickname of Washington State? Jacob Villarreal, if you're still listening or watching. Is it the Emerald State? I don't know. If you're watching, stuff like this drives me crazy when I can't think of it. 2:15 to go in the period. There's a centering pass. Puck loose in front, and DeYoung has it. Well, another dangerous opportunity. The Beavers need to fight and keep these Panthers from out in front of the Beaver net. from the draw in the Beaver zone. The loose puck picked up. There's pass to Donahue at center from Kyle Compton. Panthers intercept and shoot right back down in the Beaver zone. Hanson, pass off the stick of Compton. Morgan intercepts and dumps again into the Beaver zone. Puck shot at center ice, intercepted by Polcotti. And his pass ahead, intercepted by the Beavers right back. Sloppy play right now by both teams. Here's a give and go to Elsner over the Panther line. Here's a shot, and it's wide, high and wide of the elbow of the crossbar and goalpost of the Springboro net. Now puck shot the other way, that's icing against Springboro. The Evergreen State. Thank you very much, Jacob. The Evergreen State. Jay Haney says, love that so many families get to watch Creek from all over. Go number 15, Alex Elsner. Family's proud of you in Michigan. Well, thank you, Jay Haney. Riley Hanson holds the puck in, moves behind the Springboro net. Backhand wrap around is deflected wide. 1 minute left in the second period. Beavers lead 2-1. J.J. Lehman, a shot blocked by the shin of Gavin Belanger. Puck banged off the Dashers along the far wall to center. After it for the Beavers is J.J. Lehman. Lehman behind the net. He shakes off Shearer. Passes on the right wing to center. It's over the stick of Suda. Huff picks it up for the Beavers. His pass picked off. And then Belanger, he's checked by Lehman. Now Morgan has it for Springboro. His pass at center broken up. 10 seconds left in the period. There's a shot way up high over the Beaver net. That was by Schroeder. 3 seconds left. And that is going to do it for the second period. Well, good period for the Springboro Panthers as they outscore the Beavers in the second 1-0. And for the game now, however, the Beavers maintain a lead now at 2-1. And they will resurface the ice.
Don't forget, I can play the senior spotlight.
Got a message from, who is this? JPS1 Deck?
I don't
Go Creek.
Senior spotlight coming up.
I don't know.
We've got a senior spotlight coming up. Well, who had JPS1 DEC says Go Creek. Well, thanks, JP. Nice to hear from you. And now, everybody, we have an episode of our senior spotlight where we will interview one of the Flyer seniors from this season. And now for Senior Spotlight, our producer engineer Cherie will read the lips of myself and the player being interviewed, and we'll type it into our chat as we're talking.
At least now we got that.
Oh, sorry, folks. Some type of little technical thing. Cherie filmed these the other night with us, and there was audio in her recording it into her computer, but for some reason the audio didn't show up tonight. So I think she sent a message to you folks that she's going to feed it into Facebook later.
YouTube. It'll be, I'll do it on Facebook also. I haven't
Oh.
done that yet. But YouTube,
Later
sure
on.
It'll go on after the game.
Okay. So you guys can watch it after the game. And I think, Cherie, won't you be feeding those up individually after the season or something, so they'll all be together, like maybe at the end of the season or something?
Yeah. Well, throughout the season, I'll be putting up the season spotlight.
Oh, okay. So they'll be on YouTube and Facebook, I guess. So, but we wanted to play them in between on the intermission. So Cherie will see if she can figure out what's going on. She might even engage the advice of a wise sage, the executive producer, he's like Obi-Wan Kenobi now. He's not in contact with us. He's in a cave somewhere. He doesn't contact us. I think that if we get in touch with him, he'll come out of a cave in a robe and a long beard, Jeff Duford, and maybe she'll ask him. What's that? Did I drop my pen? I'm always losing my pen. I've got another one. I've got a. Oh, there it is. How did it get over there? Okay. So, recapping the scoring real quick. First period, Riley Hansen unassisted. Alex Elsner from Joey Donahue. And in the second period, it was Springboro's goal. Tristan Schroeder assisted by Caleb Harris and Chris Shearer. That's where we stand, 2-1 for the Beavers. The goalkeeper in the net right now for the rest of the game for Beavercreek is Chad DeYoung. Ian Champagne started. He's the goalkeeper of record so far. The one goal was scored on DeYoung after he came in late in the period. He came in midway through the second period. The goal was scored late in the second. And the goalkeeper for Springboro all game long has been Braden Hauser. Beavers are out stretching on the ice. The Springboro Panthers are having a powwow with Coach Kyle Miklas. He is assisted by Jeremy Ciarelli and Josh Seebacher. Again, the Beavercreek coaches. Greg Gutterman, of course, head coach of the Beavers. And the assistant coaches for the Beavers are Brad Lloyd and Cam Quick and Eric Braden. We are planning on having a Star of the Game show at the end of this third period. So after the game, stay tuned. And what's going to happen is I'm going to climb down out of this crow's nest and head to one of the benches, and we will talk to a player from the winning team, whichever team it is. Again, the officials for tonight's game, Dural Kendop and Eric DiMuccio. The Panthers visiting there in the white sweaters, royal blue trunks. The Beavers in all black tonight. Puck shot in the Beaver zone from the third period opening draw. My name is Kent Jacobs, alongside our producer, engineer Shree Champagne, and cameraman Sir Lancelot. From Kettering Ice Arena, Belanger a shot, and it's gloved by DeYoung. Chad DeYoung, spelled Dejoong. Shots on goal, favoring Beavercreek 20-17. Beavers get the puck out of their zone. It's dumped back in offside by the Panthers. They have to vacate the attacking zone. Beavers shoot down the ice to center at the red line. It's played there by Ryan Polcotti of Springboro. Chasing it down for the Panthers was Grayson Sanders. Back to the right point. Morgan, shot blocked by Joey Donahue. There's a wrist shot. Pad save by DeYoung off the stick of Tristan Schroeder, who has scored the only goal tonight so far for the visiting Panthers. Tristan Schroeder over the Beaver line. Shot, pad save for DeYoung. Schroeder trying to center it. Comes right in on net and stopped by DeYoung. He'll catch that and hold on to it. Jake Suda back on for the Beavers, with Owen Huff, Alex Elsner, Chase Newroth, and Mason Washburn. From the draw, trying to tip it ahead was Newroth, but unable to. Now Morgan back in for the Panthers. His shot is steered aside by DeYoung. Panthers reset back in their end. Back is Chris Shearer. The Panthers have a size advantage. That's pretty evident out here tonight. Belanger to Morgan. Off a body back to Belanger. Now he flips into the Beaver zone. Beavers leading at 2-1. They led 2-0 after one. Icing called against Beavercreek. 12:39 to go in the third period. Beavers back in action tomorrow. Is it 1:30 tomorrow? Against Mason. That will be at South Metro Rink in Centerville. It'll be a home game for Mason. Now, there's a tip. They score! Holy Toledo! Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, how do you like that? Boy, that is a play that the Springboro goalkeeper, that's Mason Washburn. Braden Hauser was lax in playing the puck. He was lax in either smothering the puck or sweeping away from his crease. And Washburn, who didn't give up on it, Washburn was able to just tip it right in. Unbelievable. Well, Braden Hauser, that's unassisted. Well, he could give a big assist to the goalkeeper, Braden Hauser, on that. Well, Braden Hauser is going to be having nightmares about that one. Here's Belanger, a shot the other way. It deflects high and wide. Yeah, he was, and that's a lesson learned by Hauser. he won't be lackadaisical about playing innocent little puck just kind of sliding slowly up to him again. After that, he looked like he was unsure whether he was going to try to smother it or just sweep it away from him, and he kind of reached out for it, and it tipped off his glove, and Washburn was able to just, and there's a tip the other way, and Shearer scores. And just like that, the Panthers are right back in it at 3-2. That's Chris Shearer, the team captain of the Panthers. As DeYoung looked like the puck was deflected off a stick. Timothy Yetzke says, "Oh my gosh, go Beavers." Well, thanks, Timothy. Well, now they've got work to do again. They were up 3-1, now it's 3-2. So Morgan and Harris are the two assists on the Shearer goal. And now it's 3-2. Now icing the other way against Beavercreek. And we'll take a face off back way to the other end of the rink. Is it 1:30 tomorrow? 1 o'clock. $1 o'clock. So the Beavers back out at 1 o'clock tomorrow at South Metro Rink in Centerville against the Mason Comets. They sure would like to keep their unbeaten string going, especially since they've led all the way tonight from the get-go. There's Morgan, a shot blocked off a skate boot off to the corner. Donahue wrestles it away from Schroeder. There comes Joey Donahue up the left wing through center ice into the Springboro zone. He's checked by Schroeder into the wall. And then Morgan is bumped off the puck. And then Donahue throws his weight into Sanders. Several players banging around. Now Joey Donahue will shoot it in. Back to get it for the Panthers, Gavin Belanger. Belanger will dump it in the Beaver zone. We're approaching 10 minutes left in regulation. One of the Beaver players is tripped up, and we've got a whistle. And do we have a penalty? An interference minor on Springboro's Grayson Sanders, number 77. The Beavers a big power play. They'd love to rebuild the 2-goal lead. Riley Hansen takes the face off for Beavercreek against, well, it was going to be Garris. He's tossed out. Chris Shearer takes the draw. It's won by the Beavers. Elsner shot, and it's right into the breadbasket of goalie Braden Hauser. He'll hold on to it. Now Cam Garris and Riley Hansen. Hansen wins it to Lehman. Lehman's shot is blocked. Donahue over to Elsner, and instead it's chucked down the ice by Polcotti of Springboro. DeYoung out of his crease to set it up. Now Lehman is checked to the ice as he carries it into the Springboro zone. There's a centering pass intercepted and cleared by the Panthers. DeYoung will set it up for Elsner. 1:15 left in the Beaver power play. They're 0 for 2 on power plays tonight. Now a poke check. And back to get it is Lehman of Beavercreek. Lehman, left wing, Donahue. Donahue for Hansen on left wing into the Springboro zone. Hansen stops behind the net. Centers for Elsner, pad save. Another shot is blocked. A good pad save by Hauser on the Elsner one-timer. Half a minute left in the Beaver power play. Lehman, checked by Schroeder, still has it. Lehman wraps it around far side, Elsner. Elsner right point, back to Lehman. Lehman has it stripped off of his stick. Wrapped around the near side, held in by Hansen. His shot is blocked by Harris. Just a few seconds left in the power play. It's killed off, so the Beavers 0 for 3 tonight on the power play. Puck flipped up high to center, and back they come. Moving in, and for the Panthers, a shot and a save by DeYoung off his shoulder, off the stick of Grayson Sanders. There's another shot and a save by DeYoung as Caleb Harris got a shot away from right in front. Shots on goal, unofficially favoring now, well, in fact, nobody. It's tied 25 apiece. Tim Yetzke says if Beavercreek Beaver legend Ben Duford was on the ice, the score would be 10-0. From the face-off here, it's chipped down the ice. After it for the Beavers, and pulling the trigger just wide was Kellen King. Nice play by Kellen King. He almost scored. Now here's Cam Garris. Garris over the Beaver line. His shot is wide. Beavers have it, leading by 1. Now Polcotti steals the puck, and shot is blocked. Now we've got a whistle and a penalty interference as Joey Donahue was pinned by 2 Panthers. Interference on young Mr. Grayson Sanders, or no, correction, Caleb Harris. Caleb Harris, number 71. So the Beavers have a 4th shot at a power play in this game. They're 0 for 3 so far, and cashing in on this opportunity would be huge right now. Here's Elsner's shot, partially fanned on. Now center for Huff, and a shot. Save made by Hauser. Great shot by Huff. Now a wraparound chance. Stick save by Hauser, and it's cleared away. Boy, Owen Huff a moment ago, a one-time shot. He was right in position, and he almost scored. But Hauser had his stick down on the ice and was able to keep it out. A 1:20 left in the Beaver power play. Here they come. Here's Owen Huff. Into the Springboro zone. His shot is blocked. Drops it back to Elsner. Back to Hansen. Shot for a tip in front. And it's off the stick of Donahue, but not on net. It's cleared away. Now here's Hansen. Racing across center on left wing. Into the Springboro zone. Cuts in front. Pulls the trigger. He scores! Power play goal for the Cobra. His second of the game. Power play goal, and he now ties Alex Elsner for the team lead in goals scored with 7. That's an unassisted goal, so a monstrous goal for the Beavers with 5.5 to go to double their lead now to 4-2. There's a shot. Save made. Now Benny Duford says, what a goal. Heard from Keith Garris. Very nice job announcing the game tonight. Thank you, Keith. We appreciate it. Family all watching from Indianapolis. We're all commenting how well you're doing. Thank you very much, Keith. We appreciate it. Nice job in pronunciation, Keith says, of Monkhouse. Very few get it right. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate your nice comments. And Tim Yetsky says, I agree, Keith. Oh, thank you very much. It's very, very, very nice. Very kind of you guys to have the nice comments. I appreciate it. 4-2 the score for Beavercreek now on a really big power play goal for the Beavers. They had gone 0 for 3 on the power play to that point in the game tonight. Great individual effort by Riley Hansen, the senior co-captain. I call him the Cobra because how he can slink through between defenders, and he did it on that play. He weaved between 2 Panthers in front, and a crisp wrist shot plucks the cords of the net behind goalkeeper Braden Hauser for a big, big 4-2 lead now for Beavercreek. Belanger tips ahead to Schroeder. Tristan Schroeder fights off Donahue. Behind the net now, trying to center the puck. It's loose. Still loose, a shot. And what is it? It looks like DeYoung has it. And it looked for a moment like the Panthers might jam it in. I think the goal might have come loose. And the whistle. But the Panthers almost coming right back again. Got a nice message again from Tim Yetsky. Beautiful play by the Beavers tonight. A great team performance. Thank you, Tim. Not over with yet. 4:20 to go, and the Panthers almost scored here a moment ago. They are definitely still in it at this point, and they're still the specter of the empty net for an extra attacker coming up at any time, I would think. Down by 2, I would almost think that the Panthers would do that at any time. Now we've got a whistle. And we've got a penalty. It is Mason Washburn. Referee Kindop is talking to the scorer's table and now speaking to his fellow referee, DiMuccio. Now he's explaining things to Flyer alternate captain Joey Donahue. So a penalty on Beavercreek. And what this could raise the specter if Coach Miklas is a riverboat gambler, which kind of well, now wait a minute.
I think it's 5 minutes each.
Oh, 5 minutes each.
There's less than 5 minutes in the game, so let me see.
Okay. So there was I guess a shoving match, and there's coincidental major penalties, but they're 5-on-5. So no power play for either team. And it's not 4-on-4. So it was Blake Morgan, the penalized player for Springboro, and Mason Washburn for Beavercreek. Now another tiff that the Springboro players are discussing with the referee, and they're going to move. I guess the puck was moved ahead with a hand pass, and they're judging it was done by a Springboro player, so therefore they move the face-off all the way back in the Springboro end. Well, the Panthers down by 2. They have to think about pulling the goalie. Down by 2. Like I say, every coach is different. I would have done it about a minute or two ago myself, but that's just me. I'm a little bit of a gambler as far as that goes, as far as playing the extra attacker. But I've never been a coach, so maybe if you try it a couple times and it doesn't work, you might change your mind. If you get empty net goals against you. But we're down to 3:15 to play in the third period. But every tick. Now see, there's a face-off in the Beaver zone. Why is the goaltender not pulled? I can't understand it. I mean, like I say, it's up to the Springboro coach. And there's an iced puck again. But the time to do it is when you have a face-off in the attacking zone. And they're still not doing it. They're down by 2. I guess since it's a non-league game, I guess it's not, So we're still 5-on-5, and the puck is cleared down the ice. After it, Polcotti. Polcotti rims it around to Murrow. Johnny Murrow races across center ice. He's checked by Hansen. Puck comes over to Donahue. Donahue checked from behind, and now Tristan Schroeder. Schroeder drops it off to Murrow. Murrow is wrestled around with Donahue. Loose puck. Shearer, rink wide. Polcotti off a stick, back to Shearer. 2:20 to play. Shearer into the Beaver zone. Puck rolls off his stick to Hansen of Beavercreek. Hansen will flip it high to center. It gets past Polcotti, and on net, it's played by Braden Hauser. Hauser's played a good game except for that one careless goal. There's a shot blocker save made by DeYoung, and that goal's going to give him nightmares. But it's a lesson. It's a lesson. He won't be casual about playing a puck that kind of drifts very quietly in on him again. He'll either smother it or get it out of the way. Now the other way, here comes Riley Hansen moving him, shooting. He fires it wide of the near post. As the Beavers, I think, caught the Panthers in a line change. A shot pad save by Hauser. Back to get it is Newroth. Icing waved off because Newroth could have played the puck earlier. Pass to Hansen, flips up high to center for Huff. Huff bumped off the puck by Polcotti. Here comes Sanders of Springboro. 1 minute to go in the game. Puck is tipped wide on off a centering pass. And a big check, a big hit, and one of the Beaver players is down. And who is that? Try to get the number. And that's Owen Huff. Owen is on the on the ice. He was hit, I think, by, well, I'm not going to speculate, but the referees are conferring Owen in a great deal of discomfort. And boy, there's only 47 seconds left in this game, and you just hate to see that. Owen is a senior, and boy, you'd hate to see him have to miss any sizable amount of time here in his senior year. He already lost one whole season being sick with COVID a couple of years ago, and boy, you'd hate to see him have to miss a lot of time again due to an injury, especially with under a minute left in the game. So the referee's conferring. Referee Kindop speaking with alternate Panther captain Ryan Polcotti, explaining to him, I'm sure I would think one of the Panther players are going to be penalized, of course, with 47 seconds. Yeah, and they've put up a major penalty. Of course, this penalty will have no bearing on the outcome of the game, with the Beavers up by 2 with 47 seconds left. But what I would really be unfortunate is if senior Owen Huff has to miss any significant amount of time this season in his senior year due to an injury in a game that's really already over with under a minute to go. And it looks like a lower body injury. It looks like he's having trouble putting any weight on his right leg. So, yeah, Owen is being helped by 2 of the members of the Premier Health staff on hand. Boy, it's just a real shame. Here, okay. Lance says that he's putting a little bit of weight on his right leg, so maybe it's not as bad as it seemed. We certainly hope not. Owen's play has improved over the years. He's a senior. Again, he missed a whole season due to COVID a couple of years ago. But his play has gotten better and better last season, and so far this season, he was really becoming a much more aggressive and more substantive player, and much more of a scorer than he was in his first year or two of play. And we sure hope that he can get back to action soon. So we wait to hear what the announcement.
5-minute major for tripping. 10-minute penalty for game misconduct.
What player? 41. Okay, we think. And there's a big hit, and there's trouble. There's full bore trouble, and now here we go. Donahue was hit hard, and now the official goes down. Oh my goodness gracious. Shearer, I think, hit Donahue. Donahue was hitting one of the Panther players, maybe in response to the Huff hit, because there was a game misconduct given to, I think it was Garris of Springboro on the hit on Owen Huff. It was given a rough plus a 10-minute misconduct, and we believe that was on number 41, Cam Garris. On the hit on Huff, that injured Huff. And now we have almost, as far as high school hockey goes around here, almost a full-bore melee here, where 4 players go after each other. One goes after one, and one goes after that guy, and then another guy goes after that guy, and then another guy goes after that guy. So 4 players involved, 2 on each team. There's only 28 seconds left in this game. And now we've got Riley Hansen, one of the Flyer co-captains, along with Chris Shearer, who's a captain of the Panthers. He was involved in that melee. Tristan Schroeder and now Alex Elsner of the Beavers, they're all talking. Now J.J. Lehman involved as well. Well. Well, if you thought we were going to end for a nice quiet last minute of the game because the game was in hand for Beavercreek and it was all over with, you had another thing coming. The big hit, and really the hit, and again we think it was on 41, which would be Cam Garris on Huff. That resulted in a roughing minor and then a 10-minute misconduct. And then in this sequence, Donahue of Beavercreek went after one of the Springboro players, and he was hit from behind, taken down, I think by it was...
Both got 5 minutes for fighting, 22 and whatever.
Okay, 5 minutes for fighting Donahue, and it wasn't Shearer. I don't know who it was on Springboro. But there's only 20 seconds left in the game.
Offsetting penalty. Springboro number 22, 5 minutes.
Okay, Ryan Polcotti
Beavercreek number 22, 5 minutes.
and Joey Donahue. Both 5 minutes fighting. So the corresponding number 22s of their teams. Number 22 of the Panthers, Polcotti, and 22 of the Beavers, Donahue. They go off both for 5 minutes fighting. And now there's a puck played by DeYoung at the other end, and that does it. Wow. Well, what should have been a real nice, quiet last minute or two of the game, because the outcome was foregone at that point. But then the hit on Huff, and then the melee at this other end, probably in retaliation for that play. And not used to seeing that type of kind of melee, if you want to call it that. Because we had a couple of hard hits, a couple of heavy hits. And so, again, that's unfortunate that things kind of deteriorated tonight. But it was a great game, well-played game by both sides. The shots on goal favor, in fact, they're tied. And, it was a pretty evenly played game, and it's 31 apiece is what we had. We are going to try to catch one of the Beaver players. Again, we're starting a new feature after the game, a star of the game. Any other messages? Appreciate everybody's messages. Tim Yetzke, Keith Garris. Keith, we really appreciate you getting in touch with us. We love to hear from folks of the opposite team. We love that you guys are able to catch our webcast. And thanks for your nice comments, Keith. Tim Yetzke, Jay Haney, Winona Champagne, Jake Villarreal, everybody that, Danae Johnson, Bonnie Vandenboss, everybody that got in touch with us on our chat tonight, Hope Zarang. We appreciate everybody contacting us. So, do we see Springboro later in the season? Do we see Springboro later, like in the pod or anything? Or you don't think so? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if Beavercreek will see Springboro again or not. If not, we would look forward to it because it should be a good game. It's been a really great game tonight, and unfortunately the dust up at the end. But it's nice to see that some of the players are going for a photo. Shearer and Elsner, and another Springboro player, and then a few more Beaver players are posing for a photo, and so that's nice to see. It's Chris Shearer and who is the other Springboro player? That is Mr. Schroeder, Tristan Schroeder, and a few of the Beavercreek players. So it's nice to see those kids get together after the game here for a photo. So again, we got a message. Join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. as the Beavers take on Mason, and that is at South Metro. So stand by, folks. We are going to try to grab one of the Beaver players, and we're going to try to grab Riley Hansen. So stand by. We're going to have no audio here for just a couple of minutes while I go downstairs, down the ladder, and we'll try to grab somebody. So stand by for a few minutes, and we'll be back with you shortly. Kent Jacobs back with star of the game on a night where the Beavercreek Beavers have defeated the Springboro Panthers by a score of 4-2. And with us is our star of the game. 2 goals on the night. The Cobra, Riley Hansen. Riley, appreciate you joining us. First of all, Owen Huff, you think he's okay?
The collision was definitely pretty bad. He's got some ice on his knee right now in the locker room. He looks like he's in some pain. Hopefully, it's just an awkward motion with his knee, and it's nothing serious. And it'll get better by tomorrow, or especially Sunday's game against Alter. I can't really say because I'm no expert on the topic, but we're just gonna hope he's doing all right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. We just want we don't want to speculate too much, but we'll probably, I'm sure, have a full update for you tomorrow on Owen's status. But Riley, the 2 goals, boy, this last one down here in the third period was fantastic. Especially, I call you the Cobra because he likes to slink in between defenders and then strike. And that's exactly what he did on that last goal. Take us through that last goal in the third period.
Well, playing defense now, I tend to save a lot more energy, and I'm able to go up and down the ice a lot more and get some speed going. And I noticed they were giving me the middle lane, and we were on the power play, even though we're supposed to slow it down. I was like, we're not getting it going here, so I decided to cut in. I ripped it. It was a well-played shot, and we scored. I mean, basically the game sealer, going up by 2 goals with just a few minutes left. Really exciting, and I'm glad it went in.
Yeah, this was a tough team, this Springboro team. Is that something, as you've played them through the years, have you noticed as they've gotten further away from their days in the Swashel, how do you feel about the Panthers as far as do you think they've gotten pretty strong?
I mean, as you watch the game, they're definitely really strong. I think they may have even outshot us. They're always one of our best games. I mean, we're basically perfectly matched. We run the same kind of game, and I mean, it's just a great game every single time. They play a lot more physical than us. We pass the puck a lot more. I think we get a little bit better shots on net opportunities. So I mean, every single time we play them, it's always 1 to 2 goal game, and it's fun every time we play them later in the year, and we're really excited for that.
Now, how as we're played the first few games of the season, how are you doing? Everything going pretty well? You feeling pretty good about playing defense again?
I mean, I'm feeling great. I mean, I'm scoring more goals than I did on offense last year right now on defense. So, I mean, I'm buzzing. I'm feeling good. And I feel like our team's doing great. We're doing great. We're getting good breakouts. Everyone's doing their part, and we're just moving the puck well. So.
Now, you're facing a second consecutive weekend of playing, games 3 straight days. Of course, you guys are 18 years old, Now, if an old fogey like me thought about that, if I played for 3 hours in a row, I'd be laying flat out on the ice. I need to be dragged away. But still, even as you guys are young, still, that's a lot. So you're playing, 7 games in 7 days, basically, or something like that? How are you guys holding up?
I mean, we're just barely holding up. We're short benched. I mean, we are all extremely sore, but coach gives us good tips on how to eat and how to rest, and the circadian rhythm is what they call it. It's kind of how you get your body moving. We all are doing the right things to keep our body going, and we're taking good breaks, and we go easy during practice sometimes because we just need that break on 7 games in 7 days. So I mean, we're working well, and we've taken short shifts and trying to get everyone involved so we don't have as much playing time for ourselves, so we can stay fresh. Now,
the circadian rhythm, isn't that every 7 years the cicadas come out? No? Okay. Oh, okay. Sir Lancelot's giving us some commentary up there. But now your upcoming game tomorrow, I'll tell you something, Riley. That's what you call a trap game, because you got your first altercation of the season on Sunday against Alter. So Mason, we all know Mason has struggled. Now last weekend they had a disastrous last couple of games at the Frozen Creek, but then they played better the last 2 games. How are you guys trying to not look past the Mason Comets at those altar nights tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the upperclassmen kind of just tell everyone that we have to go game by game. We can't just skip past one, especially with all these players out. Joe is out today, Carson's out, Isaac. Now Owen might be out for tomorrow. Definitely not something to look past, and we just have to get good sleep tonight. It's late at night right now, and get something good to eat tomorrow morning. Mason, definitely a trap game. You see it in college football all the time. High-ranked teams just taking a game off and losing. We can't have that happen. We need all the wins we can get in Swashville to be first seed. So we definitely got to work well to get going tomorrow.
Okay. So on that note, on that cue, I'm going to let you go so that Coach Gutterman doesn't bring the hook out and grab me out of the picture and the mic drop and get Riley back in the locker room. Riley Hanson, our star of the game, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a great game. 2 goals and an assist, I think, tonight. So congratulations on a great night. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you for having me. Excited to see you tomorrow.
Riley Hanson, the Cobra, is our star of the game. Stay tuned, folks. I'm going to hand the mic back up to producer, director Cherie Champagne, and then I'll be back up and back with you here in a few moments, and we'll just recap things and do a 3 stars, and then we'll wrap things up. So stand by, back with you here in just a couple of minutes. Okay. Okay, we're back with you, folks. We do have one more chat we'd like to pass along. Pardon me. Nancy Jeske says, thank you to all who make the viewing of great Beavers possible. And best to Owen Huff. Chad Champagne says, Kent, well, thank you, Chad. Great journalist. What game will we get to hear about the beginning of JT's hockey again? I loved hearing you tell that one. JT, who is that? I should know who he's talking about. JT's F hockey? Chad, I don't know. Okay. Well, he'll mention. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Of course, I'm not always all with it. Let's wrap things up with a 3 stars. And first, the scoring, real quick. First period, Riley Hanson unassisted. Alex Elsner from Joey Donahue, and after 1 period, it was 1-0 Beavercreek. And then second period, goal scored by Tristan Schroeder of Springboro, assisted by Caleb Harris and Chris Shearer. And so after 2 periods, it was 2-1 Beavercreek. Third period, the Beavers, Mason Washburn scored unassisted. A tough thing that I mentioned earlier. Braden Hauser, the Springboro goalie, he'll take this with him. He kind of lollygagged a puck that just kind of drifted into him, and he didn't play the puck strongly, either to smother it or whack it out of the way, and kind of left it right in front of him. And Mason Washburn, credit to Mason, he had a stick on the ice, and he just made a quick move to it, and he was able to tap it right in, and that gave the Beavers a big 3-1 lead. And then almost just about a minute later, and then it was Chris Shearer of the Panthers scoring, assisted by Blake Morgan and Caleb Harris, and so it was 3-2. And then Beavercreek, and then the final goal, the one I was discussing with our star of the game, Riley Hansen, a few minutes ago, how he came down here, weaved through a couple of defenders, crossing through the slot area in front of the net, and then pulling the trigger on a quick wrist shot that plucked the net. It was a power play goal, and the Beavers at that point had gone 0 for 3 on the power play, so that was their first power play goal of the game. It was unassisted. As he had stolen the puck and moved through the defense with it. So a great goal for Riley, and that was how the scoring concluded. 3 stars on the game. Let's give the number 3 star to I'm going to give it to Tristan Schroeder of Springboro. Kind of, you almost have a co-third star, Tristan Schroeder and Chris Shearer. Also, Caleb Harris had a couple of assists. He played a good game as well. So we'll give a co-third star to Tristan Schroeder and Chris Shearer. And the number 2 star of the game, we'll give it to the winning goaltender, Ian Champagne. Ian was the starter, and he did not allow any goals. When he left midway through the game, it was 2-0, and so he's the winning goalkeeper of the game. So Ian Champagne is our number 2 star, and the number 1 star is, of course, was our star of the game, Riley Hansen. 2 goals tonight. And both unassisted, so that means he made the play himself, in procuring the puck and moving it down and shooting it. So 2 unassisted goals, one of them a power play goal for Riley Hansen. So he's our number 1 star of the game. Again, shots on goal unofficially even at 31 apiece. With the victory, the Beavercreek Beavers go to 5 wins, no losses, 1 tie. And the Springboro Panthers drop to 500, 3 wins and 3 losses. Thanks again to the head coach of the Springboro Panthers, Kyle Miklas, helping me get their roster before the game. He scribbled it down on paper. I appreciate his help on that. And also want to shout out again to our production crew. Sir Lancelot on camera, and Cherie Champagne, our producer and engineer. We got to think of a name. I don't know. We'll have to think of something. I don't know. We'll think of something. But thanks to Cherie, and Cherie, she also worked on that. Worked real hard on getting the senior spotlights, and we don't know what happened with the audio, but she'll work on that.
Tell them to watch it. It's posted now
on YouTube. So the senior spotlight, all of them, or just the one tonight?
Just the one for right now.
Just the one for tonight. Okay, and who was that with? Riley. Okay, so it happened to be with Riley, our star of the game, and that'll be posted on YouTube, so you can watch that with sound tonight. So thanks again. Again, the final score, Beavercreek 4, Springboro 2. Until tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock from South Metro as the Beavers play Mason. This is Kent Jacob saying good night, everybody, from Kettering Ice Arena.